Okie dokie. We're back with Alone in the Dark 2. So there's been quite a lot of process here, lads. Not only has Carnby been captured, but we are now playing as a child who's apparently been expected to save the planet now, which is a lot of pressure on one girl's shoulders. Not gonna lie.
Yes, and let's get this breakneck pacing to a screeching halt as we try to unlearn everything we've learned so far.
Yes.
Because I presume a child is just less qualified to operate guns and drink the sheer heroic volume of alcohol Carnby's been drinking.
Yes, fair to say we can't do any of that at the moment. But what we can do is hide in the boot of a car that Big Chief here is going to drive into the next area. Before you ask, yes, this is the correct answer.
Oh, this gets you whatsoever.
As it turns out, the red ball is in the car, so we take that as well.
Okie dokie.
So there you go.
So how old is this kid exactly?
How old? Or
yeah,
how old
37.
Is the kid? I don't know how old is she. I think she's supposed to be 8. I'm not too sure.
Wait, did he just drive 18 meters?
Yes.
Yes. He did. He's
this child kind of just wandered off.
Yeah.
Might not even be aware of just sneaking around.
Yes.
And just found a nice red ball in a car's boot and just got out of the car.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah. So by the way, this whole next section is stealth, right?
Wow.
So the objective here is to get the hook. We needed the billiard ball anyway for something else, but we need the hook as well. And obviously it's a stealth section. You can't run that fast, so you have to make sure that you don't get seen. And pretty much, yeah. So this is the stealth part of the game, and as you may guess, it's pretty clunky. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, lads. It's pretty tough doing stealth as an 8-year-old, okay? Especially when you're basically going up against 3 identical goons in yellow... yeah, 3 gorillas in, like, yellow boiler suits.
Oh, no, not again. Oh, got you.
And there's no way of hiding as well, by the way.
Is there no prone button? Is there no change your camouflage button?
Nope, there's nothing.
So, it's just a matter of keep doing this, maybe at random function. Like, I don't know why you're going in that direction.
Yeah, that was...
You're right.
This is my mistake. So, eventually I do, like, realise that going there is not an option, so I do go back to the car eventually. Because, yeah, it was a bad call.
Right, how many times are you going to do that, like, repeat that mistake before you decide?
I don't remember, Paul, but I will cut out whatever the failures were, so don't worry.
Oh, nicely done.
Oh, no. Somehow he fucking smells you.
Yeah, this is it. Like, sometimes, like, they'll just detect you. Obviously, you like, they're turning their heads, but because of the graphics, you can't tell. Because it is just like their face is like a black line sometimes. So...
Oh.
Nope. Some modern games, like, you're given shit that, like, all stealth sections also, you creep around and then throw a rock somewhere to distract someone. But you know what? That was a pretty fucking cool innovation compared to this shite.
True. Very, very true. And again, I have to be reminded because, like games like Metal Gear were out at this time doing stealth. But I don't think nothing really did this in, like, a 3D environment, so they were kind of guessing at how to do this. You know, so I am kind of willing to give him that level of, like, forgiveness, but yeah,
spot it from a distance. Nice.
And again, cameras fucking everything up here. So perspective is a magical thing here.
So was this, like, innovative at the time?
Oh yes.
Like, was this the bleeding cutting edge of technology at the time?
Yes, it was.
The
camera.
Well, I would argue that the first Alone in the Dark was. The second wasn't really that much of an evolution. Like the reason why.
Sorry, does it actually have a door?
Yes.
Well,
that's what I thought too, but I think we need to do something to trigger it. We also have a flag in the middle of nowhere.
That's it. Head towards the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
End this game.
Yeah, this is the game's equivalent of an exit sign. But
And
yeah.
all of a sudden, all the friends get disappeared. Like, I'm sorry, the camera angles are just.
Oh, they're horrible. Like they fuck you up so much. Like, and bear in mind, this is her running. This is the fastest she can go.
This is running?
Yes.
More like prancing.
Or some sort of, like, really.
Prancing with nails in your pants.
Yes. Oh yeah. Apparently, if you go too far away, someone finds you.
That message.
Like, it's just like, again, like I will forgive them for certain things, but the fact that you're basically like don't know, you have no idea of what you're doing, and you're trying to look around, seeing like, is there anything I can interact with, and once you go too far up a screen, you basically die. Like, this is shit Sierra used to pull, and we all know.
Like, no, I'm sorry, it's like, that's kind of stuff. No, the little girl managed to just get away from the. That should be a victory condition.
Yeah, exactly. it's ridiculous. Like, it's so bad.
Like, what the hell are these camera angles? Like, just cut to that wood where you're on a grassy plain, apparently.
Yeah.
And now you're back in a fucking forest.
So. Yes, you saw right. We used a billiard ball on a flag, and a statue appeared out of the grass.
No.
Golf course.
No. This is like this fucking.
You get the ball in the golf hole, and something happens.
I suppose, yeah.
I don't know if that's what they were going for. I think that could be...
like a billiard ball and a golf. Not exactly similar, but not exactly completely different.
And then a hook on the statue.
I was caught out.
Makes someone appear.
The witch twisted a puppet resembling my feet.
This is Carnby Tarkin, by the way.
Unbearable pain nailed me to the ground, and I was wondering how I could pull myself out of this mess. I had to gain some time. Fortunately, Elizabeth Jarrett was talkative. Grace threw a cheering glance at me.
Because she's 8 years old, and that's what they do.
So you get captured anyway.
Yes, but the difference was that we got captured into the pirate ship, and not like in the house.
More than 2 centuries ago, Elizabeth Jarrett arrived in Haiti.
This is her talking, by the way.
I was then an innocent young girl, but Cotton, my
But who isn't?
tutor, taught me contempt. In hiding, a slave of his taught me to ride the shadows.
It's supposed to write in him, I suppose.
Soon,
Lads.
stronger than the master. Cotton felt the extent of my revenge and became my creature. The soldiers took us prisoner, but could they recognize Cotton? From then on, the Flying Dutchman.
Oh, that's the name of the ship, the Flying Dutchman.
It's okay, John.
Sorry, I just...
You don't have to get too into it.
Sorry, mate, lads.
I'm a bit lost what's going on here.
Yes.
It's like, this happened, and this happened, and this... This story is just a collection of non-sequiturs.
Essentially, yeah. Like, basically, girl married boy, girl picked up voodoo, became slave, then pirates appeared, and now pirates and voodoo are together.
And every 100 years, an innocent girl would turn old for us.
Which is Grace, by the way. That's why they kidnapped her.
A freedom freshened my jail.
Wait, so then
she's
you
gonna
sacrifice a single little girl, so like a dozen people can continue on living in their youth.
For another
Yes.
155 years, yes.
They're going to drink her
how
youth.
No, guys, no. Like,
Yes,
that's a
that's
single
how-
person providing life for over 150 years for a dozen people.
Yes, that's how it works, Sean. That's how it works, Paul.
That is efficient. That I would call that an efficient trade.
I mean, apparently the youth is the most intoxicating force you can get in the universe, according to science.
You gotta drink it up like a river.
Like, their only mistake was getting a child in, like, they're pirates, they should know that there's places where, you know, there are places where you can just, like, buy a child and sacrifice that and just, don't get anything too high profile.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, she learned to kick, yeah? Oh.
So that was me trying to push the board from the side. But in fact, you had to push it from the front.
Okay.
Yes.
Weird.
So, there's a lot of items, as you can see there. We have a parrot. A
Parrot is also a zombie.
It's got to see the seeds. Which is what we do. We can only feed the parrot from this angle.
Oh no.
So, we can see the seeds, but as long as the part can, but we can't.
That's all that matters, Paul.
If it is the stuff you're looking for, it has been hidden. What a bore!
That's someone's impression of a parrot.
A rhyming parrot.
Yes.
If you can.
Like, that's a lot for a parrot to remember.
That's not how parrots work.
No, it's not.
They're not cognitive.
I just love as well, like, it is just basically just someone going as their impression of a parrot. You know. Obviously, they couldn't get a real pirate voice actor on at the time. You know. They didn't exist back then.
Like, don't they have, like, glowing red eyes?
Yeah, like tomatoes.
Now, so at this point, my playthrough ends, right? So, this guy here, right, is waiting here for so long because he's giving you an opportunity to run past him and up the ladder there behind him.
Okay.
But here's the thing. Once you miss that chance, that's it.
Oh no.
And I don't realise this as I save the game.
Here.
No.
Why don't you have multiple saves?
Because you can't. You can only have one save file.
Oh shit,
So-
how did you get past that?
I didn't. This is where my playthrough ends. And yeah.
What?
So essentially, the
man.
guy storms up and down the corridor forever. And he doesn't stop once after that long pause. So you're supposed to know at that point to move and go to the ladder first time without without failure and without doing anything else in the meantime. And I'm gonna prove it just once that you can't physically get up the ladder before him catching you. No matter which way you try, you will not be able to pass this guard. Now, I don't know if that was intentionally programmed or the game just bugged out on me because we've seen already in the playthrough it's a buggy piece of shit.
Yeah.
So
Bullshit.
I'm willing to agree, or at least I'm willing to hope that he was meant to stop moving at some point and he just never did. But no word of a lie, I was standing in that position for 10 minutes waiting for him to stop moving and he never did. Thankfully, that was cut out. So at some point, we'll snap on into a different playthrough where you'll see the end of the game, and this horrible charades that we are playing right now will end. So, just want the record show that this was complete bollocks, because as you can see, there is actually no possible way for you to get past him. And as you can see now that he's stopped, basically, that's your chance to move the ladder.
That's a long pause.
It's
Down
a
the
very long
corridor.
pause. Yeah.
From down the corridor, he's like, "Haha, got you!"
But here's the thing though, you still need perfect timing because Grace is so slow climbing up the ladder. So even if you misstep it by a couple of seconds, if you don't understand what you're doing first time, he's going to catch you climbing the stairs, climb the ladder. So,
But hopefully you won't save lock yourself.
but that's the thing, you're going to do that because you're thinking okay, natural, guard pattern, he's going to stop moving. And he never did. Never does. Like, genuinely, I was there for 10 minutes waiting for him to stop moving, and he never did. So now, thankfully, we see the whole shebang here now.
What the fuck is wrong with him?
I don't know. But you'll
I
notice...
think he's dancing.
Yeah, I think that's what he's supposed to be doing. But you'll notice that Mr. Sean O'Leary, the music man, is back. And we do actually have some pretty decent music here, I'm not going to lie. It's quite jitsi.
Going
This
that
is a
way.
horror game.
That way has no cover.
Just to remind everyone, this is a horror game.
Yes! This is supposed to be survival horror. And we're going, go ahead and give us a dance there, Tommy boy. Up the lads. Hop. Go on there, lads. Play us Hotel California like a good man.
Grab the weird item.
Yeah, we
Why
grabbed
is
it
it so slow?
because she's a girl. An 8.
Oh, Jonathan.
Unfortunately.
Oh,
Triggered.
Yeah, unfortunately. So we have a tinder box, small cannon, and a crystal vase.
small cannon. This little girl is fine pocketing a small cannon.
Exactly, yeah. And apparently she knows who Captain Nichols is. Oh yeah, by the way, that was the staff that Parrot was talking about. So we were actually in One-Eyed Jack's room all this time.
Oh.
How spooky.
I think if they really cared to, they could have figured their ship out by now.
Hmm. Okay, so...
What?
So we made noise. Just observe here. Observe.
Prime your small cannon. They're firing it.
And apparently...
You just
Oh, I get it.